Well, hello, everyone. This is John Byrne with poets&quants. We are here with Fridays with Sandy. That's Sandy Kreisberg, HBSGuru.com founder. You can see him on the screen.
Shalom, everybody. How are you? Sandy here. Got a very exciting applicant, and John may introduce him.
Absolutely. His name is Javier, and he is a lead process engineer at a company called Proteek. He is a graduate of the Universidad Ibero-Americana. I probably screwed that up. Major in industrial engineering, 3.2 GPA. He has a GMAT score of 740, very impressive. And his goal is to get into Kellogg, Sloan, Stanford, the big reach school, Ross, Booth, and Yale. What do you think, Sandy?
Javier, it's important to note that he's working for a family business. So, Javier, why don't you say hi and tell us about the family business?
Yeah, so hi everyone. The family business is actually a pasta factory. It was started by my father.
That's pasta to us up here in New England, yes.
Which I love, pasta.
Yeah. Who doesn't? I mean,
yes.
So you got that going for you. People like your product.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, it's a really easy to sell product. You know, it's a commodity almost. So yeah, I mean, I would like to,
the business is located
in Toluca. It's a city really close to Mexico City. It's about 40 minutes drive from here. So yeah.
And can you give me some metrics about the size of the business?
Yeah, so we employ around almost 200 people if you count, the guys involved in driving the trucks. It's almost 200, and we're selling about $18 million of pasta.
Okay, so that's a solid middle market pasta company.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you've got a lot of this is kind of a mock interview question as well as a background question. You've accomplished a number of things at this company. Many of them it had nothing to do with pasta. They have to do with supply chain and production improvements. Could you tell us what you think some of your, so let's say it's a mock interview and they say, tell me what you think your 4 best accomplishments are.
Yeah, I mean, you got it right there. I mean, there's not much to change in pasta. I mean, pasta is pretty good itself, so there's not much you can do with it. It's already pretty good. So I try to focus in improving, the productivity of the company. The first thing I noticed when I went into the business, I was like, first of all, it was really tough, earning my place there because you're the
How's he doing in answering the question so far?
But I'm sorry, I deviated.
One of my advices to how to answer a mock interview question. Answer the question immediately and then back up.
I'm really sorry. I try to focus on.
Don't be sorry. I'm just giving you some shouty advice here.
No, it's shouty advice. Yeah, no, I take it. Yeah, it's great advice. So what I first noticed was that we were using diesel actually as a fuel for the heating of the machines we used to drive.
Yeah, my first accomplishment was changing away from diesel to whatever I changed it to. What was your second accomplishment?
Well, actually, it's related to that. We installed a conversion heat and power plant that actually uses the natural gas to produce electrical energy for the plant, and uses the remnant heat to heat the machines we were heating. So it's like a 2-in-1 solution.
Good.
The next thing the next project, I actually redesigned all the reporting sheets we use. I try to implement an ERP. Sorry, it's in Spanish.
Got to be able to bang this. Look, it's okay here if you're just chewing your cud. If you can look that up later, but when the time comes for an actual interview, you've got to be able to bang this out.
Yeah,
amount of,
I'm gonna write it down actually.
Precision.
You kind of basically want to say, hey, it's a family business. It's a great, solid business, but it was in bad need of modernization. And here's the 3 things I did to bring it into the new age.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
That's what you want to do.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
some home. That's
totally.
some homework for
You
you.
mentioned some supply chain issues before. I think that that's a really key issue right now. I mean, it's a challenge that all businesses are facing in regards to your global supply chain. That would be definitely worth mentioning.
Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, I did like more internally logistics more than external supply chain. I actually haven't been really involved in the outside part of the.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's okay. But you're doing like inside baseball. You're not improving. You're not making pasta better or coming up with pasta and M&Ms or something crazy like that.
No, not yet.
Yeah,
That comes
you'd
in.
you'd be surprised what's out there, man. Okay, so that's what you're doing, and then with all this background, here's a question they're going to ask you. And then you worked as a independent consultant for Elm Hill Equity. Could you tell us about that?
Well, that's pretty early stage. I'm doing a valuation model for a startup that's specializing in like a e-signature kind of thing to certify digital documents. And so I'm doing the valuation and the sales material. I haven't it's pretty early stage.
Good.
Looking to
Okay.
raise $1 million.
And then you've got this entry here that is intriguing. Bros Atomic Pizza.
Well, that's actually like a small business I started with a friend as a side project, like a side hustle.
Oh,
Yeah. I just sold it because I was like with the Elm Hill Equity thing and the Pasta Factory, all the applications. I just sold it, but it was good
So
fun.
you've been through the ringer. You've started companies. You've messed them up. You've made them better. You've bought them. You've sold
I
them.
mean, I consider myself to be a really industrious person.
You've ruined them. Yeah, right. And then from the business school's point of view, you did have one kind of traditional job. Tell us about that.
Well, it was at M&A. My biggest accomplishment there was I led the sales process of a big real estate portfolio. It was industrial real estate. During the pandemic, it was really complicated because the seller was like Scottish Mexican. He was a really straightforward person. And
what question do you think you're answering?
what I did in M&A, what my greatest accomplishment was. So yeah, I got an LOI before going to the pasta business. I got an LOI for $120 million. So it was pretty significant.
Well, what is an LOI? Forgive me.
I'm sorry, a letter of intent to buy the portfolio.
letter of intent
I'm aware of that. I'm not sure how it fits in with the rest of your story. Like, what was that related to?
To the M&A job.
How so?
Because I led the process. I while working in M&A, it was
three of the things I did. One was get an LOI for this deal.
Okay.
And the second thing.
That's great. First, yeah.
Second thing was this.
I'm blabbering here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Look, hey, better that you're totally messing this up here than you do.
No, it's awesome. I'm loving it. It's really good feedback.
We're all having fun.
Yeah. The second thing I did is actually restructure the due diligence process because it was really disorganized. The first one I led, I was all over the place.
You've done some great stuff, man. You have some terrific accomplishments.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
All right. You got the 740 GMAT, and you've got an explanation for your low grades. You think your class rank is kind of in the middle. Okay.
Yeah. I would say
that's low.
Maybe top 40%, top 30%, maybe.
There's a big difference between top third and in the middle, friend. You should express that with as high as possible without.
I'm not sure what the
like
the average of this class was. I'm going to ask. Maybe I'll call someone and ask what the average is and how.
Why don't you ask the registrar?
Yeah, I'll do that. Another.
Just saying, he might know more than your uncle.
Well, Javier does have some sort of personal issue to explain one of the reasons why his GPA is 3.2 and not 3.6 or 3.7, right?
Yeah.
So that's an optional essay that probably needs to get done.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's an important one because you're a very attractive candidate. You, John, off the top of your head, how many Mexicans attend Harvard Business School?
Not many. I bet you in any given year, definitely fewer than 6, maybe 3, 4, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I'll look that up and plug it in as a note. But I think you're right. I think that the border country with a lot of kids is Canada. Okay, I think Canada is the largest international cohort, but we're just doing some interesting trivia here, HBS trivia.
So what do you think Javier's odds are at, let's say that his real reach school is Stanford? What do you think of that?
You've got a lot that Stanford would like, but I don't think you're going to get in unless you can deliver something that is either inchoate here or not mentioned. Inchoate means that that the tea leaves of it are here and we got to make it grow of a do-gooder variety. I think Stanford would be real interested in Mexico. I think they'd be real interested in a family business, but you're not delivering the do-gooder part.
Okay.
And the stats are marginal for them. The GMAT is fine. The GPA is way low. Now they'll blink at that. You have to, so the question becomes, well, when do they blink at a low GPA?
Okay, sure, yeah, that makes sense.
The answer is, well, for underrepresented minorities, but that's a special term of art that means that you have to be an American citizen to qualify for that. And I take it you're not.
No, I am not.
Yeah, okay. And then for underrepresented countries, which you may be coming from. So I think it's going to be close at Stanford. I don't think you're getting in unless you've got some ace in the hole.
Yeah, and it's a 6% acceptance rate at Stanford. And the competition is incredibly tough because it's a self-selecting pool of candidates. So, look, you can take a shot. We're just
I will definitely take a shot. I mean,
yeah, you should.
Let me say something. If it came to applying to Harvard versus Stanford, John,
Harvard, go for Harvard.
Yes, the payout, you'll win the grand prize in either case, and Harvard is a lot easier to get into. It's just bigger.
Yeah.
So I don't know how seriously you were when you listed the schools you're interested in, but I would drop Stanford and add Harvard if you're taking a moonshot. What do you think, Sloan?
I mean,
how do you think Sloan would look at this, John?
We got an industrial engineer here. I think they might like Javier a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Well, they're real small, so that's one thing. They're very GMAT focused,
and they're going to like
another thing.
They're going to like the 740 from Mexico.
Yeah, they're going to like the 740, and they're going to like the Mexico thing, the family business thing. They'll like that. It just becomes a question of whether there's a micro cohort of international guys, whether there's some 2 guys that they like more than you who are similar.
Exactly. Yeah. I think my profile is pretty unique in that way. I don't think there's someone with similar experience.
By similar, I mean international person.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
International applicant from a family business.
Yeah, there would be some.
Right. That would be your sub cohort.
Yeah, of course.
Male.
And how about Kellogg?
I think you're in good shape there too. I mean, you're a very personable guy. That Kellogg likes people like that. You got a
Yeah,
7.
you're a Kellogg type,
That's
particularly with a
solid.
lot of these extracurriculars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a
Okay.
sailor.
Well,
you
it's
you
really
play
ironic because I live
ping
so far
pong.
from any body of water suitable for such activity, but I try to go as often as I can.
Okay, kite surfing, I go for that. 2-time champion. Okay, what's this soccer accomplishment?
Well, it's the internal soccer tournament of the school. It's not a big deal. It's just that
All
all
right.
students form teams and we play among each other. And I actually I'm really bad at soccer, but my team was amazing. I mean, all my friends were really good soccer players, so we actually won 2 times.
Wow.
All right, that's good, but it's not going to cut a lot of mustard.
Yeah, it's not.
Just to be brutal about it. Okay.
It's not a super accomplishment, but I like
Yeah.
mentioning it because it was great fun.
Okay, you worked at a sustainable forestry company, you worked at a Mexican investment bank, and now you work at your family business. That's a Kellogg. Yeah, Kellogg would go for that. I think your chances at Kellogg are good, and they'll like the fact that you're a athletic seeming kind of guy, active, canoe, 10-day canoe trip. That's right up their alley.
Yeah. Oh, that's
And
great.
I think Chicago Booth and Michigan Ross would go for this too. Yale is a maybe, but a good school to apply to, and I think you got a shot there.
Great. That's great to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, I always knew Stanford was a reach, but I'm still gonna try.
Okay, here's
Feel
one.
free to try, but if you're
And-
looking for a Hail, it's not quite a Hail Mary, but if you're looking for a long shot,
Almost. Yeah.
apply to
Here's
Harvard,
one
baby.
suggestion.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe
Sandy's gonna
I'll
agree with
check
this.
Harvard out. Yeah.
Sandy's going to agree with this. You say that your post-MBA career goal is either to join McKinsey, Bain, or BCG or a VC firm. Drop the VC firm.
Okay.
VC jobs are hard to get, and consulting jobs are not. And I think that they would really appreciate you better if you didn't have
Both
an
goals.
expectation that they may consider unrealistic.
Of course. Yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah, McKinsey, Bain, BCG, those are good places. And if they say, "What do you want to do that for?" What do you say? If they said, "What do you want to join? What do you want to waste 2 years at McKinsey after you graduate?"
I feel like I need some experience from the outside of the family business. I mean, still run in a pretty traditional way. It's not really tech focused or anything. I feel like getting some experience from this company.
Yeah, it would give me great generalist experience. I want to be it would help me become a general manager.
Yeah.
And particularly when it comes time to take over my family business. That's the answer.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well,
Okay.
I think your shot's really good. Explain away that 3.2.
Okay.
Put together some good apps. I'd sub Harvard for Stanford and see what happens.
Yeah. Let's see.
Rose Atomic Pizza. I love it.
Javier, good luck to
It's
you.
great pizza. It's great pizza. You should check it
I'm
out.
sure it is.
Next time I'm in Mexico, I'll look it up.
Sure. Please do.
Javier, good luck.
Do they deliver?
Yeah, they deliver. It's all for delivery. We actually
To
have
Boston?
area. Oh no. It would have to be frozen.
Too far away.
It would
Yeah,
be
frozen
yeah.
so expensive. But great, yeah.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Yeah, you
Everybody,
too, guys. And
All
I
right.
appreciate all your feedback. It was great.
yeah, it was a lot of
Hey,
fun.
good luck
Thanks
to you.
for
We're
going
rooting
along
for
with
you,
us.
Javier.
Thank you.
And thank you, Sandy, once again. You've been watching Fridays with Sandy. This is John Vermuth, Poets and Quants. Good luck
Shalom,
to you.
everybody.